Intensive larviculture is a really important aspect of creating a biosecure product. So if you're raising larval fish indoors, you're not making them susceptible to any of the diseases that rearing on live feeds could bring or rearing in ponds could bring. So it's really important for the industry moving forward to have an intensively reared larval culture system for saugeye and walleye and other persids. Larviculture of persids is currently one of the biggest bottlenecks that's prohibiting or preventing commercialization of this fish species. There's growing demand for persids in aquaculture, including yellow perch, walleye, and also saugeye. Saugeye are a hybrid between walleye and sauger. They're naturally occurring in nature. They're really well suited for aquaculture if you can have both a sauger and walleye broodstock to draw from. Saugeye have shown a lot of promise in aquaculture because they appear to have slightly higher growth rates. They have that hybrid vigor and appear to have less issues with the complications of intensive rearing. So one of the really important steps for creating commercial production of walleye in intensive aquaculture is being able to raise walleye through the larval stage indoors. Survival through that first 30 days of life is very challenging. These fish are very fragile. You're raising them from the size of an eyelash and trying to convert them onto a commercial pelleted feed. So it's one of the most challenging aspects of raising these fish species. So it's really important to figure out what dietary measures will get them through that 30 days of life. The point of this study was to look at a variety of different diets that are commercially available and see which diets were the best performing for saugeye survival and growth through that first 30 days of life. Persid larviculture requires some pretty unique and specialized equipment. So in our systems, we have small replicated larviculture tanks that have continuous 24-hour feeders, dimmable lights, and very turbid water that prevents cannibalism and maladaptive clinging behavior. We use these systems to evaluate the growth and survival of larval saugeye over these 30 days of that larval period. We found that the best diet that we evaluated for growth and survival of larval saugeye was the Otoheme diet that's been used pretty extensively for persid culture, followed somewhat closely by Gemma Micro, which is another commercially available diet. It had slightly lower survival, but equivalent growth performance to the Otoheme diets that we tried. Otoheme is currently the standard diet used for persid culture. However, it's important to have alternatives available and evaluate the success of those alternatives just in case there's issues with import of this diet. The Otoheme diet comes from Japan, and previously there's been import issues with other diets coming from other countries. Well, this study found that there currently isn't a diet available that matches the survival performance of Otoheme. It does provide an impetus to do more research looking at other diets that may be able to provide that need and supplement Otoheme as the leading diet for persid culture. So going forward, we might want to look at different technology advances in terms of providing specific nutritional requirements or looking at hydrolyzed proteins, as there looks like there's a lot of promise in that arena.